All right, good morning everyone and welcome to Kennywood Park on what I'm sure will turn out to be a beautiful sunny day here.
Always sunny at Kennywood.
My name is Jeff Flicko and I'm the Public Relations Manager here at Kennywood, and we're very excited to have you here today for a very special announcement to speak of our new ride for 2010. I'm going to take a moment now to introduce some of the folks here today from Kennywood and Palace. Over here to my right, we have Mr. Greg Borman, who is the Senior Vice President of Operations. We have Mr. Rolf Pagert, who is the Vice President of Operations. We have Kennywood's General Manager, Jerome Gibbous. We have Kennywood's Director of Maintenance and Construction, the one and only Mr. Rob Henninger. One of Kennywood's very talented carpenters, as well as a special project manager, Mr. Matt Hyatt. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Keith Hood, our Director of Sales and Marketing. And, of course, it goes without saying, Mr. Kenny Kangaroo. Today is a very, very exciting day at Kennywood, and a day that we have been waiting for a very long time, and I know that most of you have been waiting for as well. In order to get to where we're going, we need to talk about where we've been, more specifically the Turnpike, which is actually where this new ride is going to sit. Kennywood's Turnpike was built in 1966, and it actually holds two very significant points in Kennywood's history. The very first being that it was the site of Kennywood's very first roller coaster, a figure-8 coaster built in 1902. Which you'll see as soon as we start showing you some videos and unveiling some art that is a very important fact in today's announcements. Also, the Turnpike was built in 1966, and that's actually before the Henninger and McSwiggan families physically owned the land that is Kennywood Park today. There was still a chance that the heirs of Anthony Kenny would take back the lease on the land, and up to that point, all the rides at Kennywood were portable or designed to be taken down and moved if needs be if they lost the lease on the land. So today we're here to renew our commitments to Kennywood Park with our friends from Palace Entertainment to take that very special land and show our dedication to continuing another 111 years providing the finest in family fun and entertainment. Coasters have been a very, very important part of Kennywood's history. Up to this point, we've had over 17 coasters throughout 111 years. And we're confident that today's announcement is going to be another coaster in a very long line of traditional great rides here at Kennywood. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Bill Linkenheimer, who is the Secretary and Regional Representative of Western Pennsylvania for the American Coaster Enthusiasts. And he's going to tell you a little bit about ACE and what Kennywood's coasters mean to ACE.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jeff. I'm honored to be here today at Kennywood to represent American Coaster Enthusiasts, commonly known as ACE. For those of you not familiar with ACE, ACE is a nonprofit organization founded in 1978. We're dedicated toward the enjoyment, promotion, and preservation of roller coasters. I joined ACE in 1980, and I actually joined right here at Kennywood Park during the organization's third annual convention. I literally sat right over there at a table at the potato patch, and they wrote my membership card right there. Things are different today. We have nearly 7,000 members in every single state and 12 additional countries. I was the president of ACE from 1998 to 2002, and I'm still very active in the organization. As Jeff said, I'm the secretary and regional rep for the Western Pennsylvania region. We have a number of ACE members here today. Can you guys all raise your hand? They're all on that side, it appears. And two of them I want to point out are ACE's vice president, who lives right here in the Pittsburgh area, Dave Altman, and ACE's historian and also an author of a book about Kennywood, Dave Honor. As I mentioned, ACE was here in 1980. We were here again for the convention in 1991 and again in 1998. Those are some of the largest conventions ACE has ever had. ACE will also be here next year in 2010. Kennywood will be the first park in ACE's history that ACE has visited 4 times for a convention. I expect attendance to be very high. I expect it to be between 5 and probably closer to 800 people. and I expect them to be here from 35 or more states and probably a couple different countries. Why is Kennywood so popular with ACE members? Well, Kennywood isn't the biggest park in the world. It doesn't have the most coasters in the world, and it doesn't have the highest or fastest coasters in the world, although Phantom's Revenge ranks very high on that list. What Kennywood does have is a really great collection of roller coasters. It's one of only a few parks in the world that has 3 adult wooden coasters, yet alone the 3 vintage coasters that they have, they're impeccably maintained. ACE members really appreciate that. Kennywood's collection of coasters is also very unique. Many of them use the terrain, such as the Thunderbolt and Phantom's Revenge. The Exterminator is indoors. Kennywood also has a great collection of older traditional rides, and I can see 2 of them from here. The Turtle, one of only 2 left in the country and 3 in the world. Noah's Ark, one of only 2 left in the world, and the other one's overseas. Kennywood's also an outstanding traditional park with a great atmosphere, and it has a management that has a great respect for the park's history. Part of the tradition of that is, as Kennywood grows, they've always managed to combine the old and the new. And that's what we're seeing today. We're seeing more new technology come into play. And I think this announcement is going to fit in great with Kennywood. It's going to complement the existing collection of roller coasters and bring in some things that you currently don't see here. So I congratulate Kennywood, and again, ACE is glad to be a part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bill. Today marks a new turn in Kennywood's history in the tradition of blending, as Bill referenced, the best of the traditional rides with the best of the modern high-tech rides. It seems only fitting that we stand here today in the shadow of the Turtle and Noah's Ark to announce the investment of a brand new launch roller coaster at Kennywood for 2010. The Turnpike is the site where the coaster will sit for next season, and it's also important to note that since there's a lot of work to be done. Right now, everything is still in the preliminary stages, so we wanted to bring everyone in the public on board to let everyone be involved in the excitement of the process from here until the summer of 2010, when you all can come back and ride it for the very first time. The Turnpike's last day will be August 16th, this coming Sunday. And then from that point on, we're going to hit the ground running, and we're going to put in an awesome launch roller coaster. If you would direct your attention to this screen above me right now, it is with great pride and a whole lot of excitement that I give you all the very first glimpse at Kennywood's brand new launch roller coaster for 2010.
Coming to Kennywood in the spring of 2010. A seriously twisted, pulse-detonating, supercharged, stratospheric new ride experience. Some call it a roller coaster. We call it delirium-inducing, hardcore hypnotic bliss for the adrenaline-deprived. Feel the seismic surge of a launch that takes you from 0 to 50 in under 3 seconds. Take a full throttle 95-foot vertical climb and say adios to gravity as you go over the top and plummet 90 degrees due south. It's an upside down, downside up, sky-flying adventure. So make plans now to feel the rush of a fully caffeinated, double-shot adrenaline espresso on rails. Coming in 2010, the newest weapon in Kennywood's arsenal of thrills, a steel coaster that will test your mettle. If anxiety persists, consult your courage. See you next summer.